Hello and welcome to the, I believe it's the 6th video in the s24 training series, and today we're going to be looking at programming some cues onto the master playback and also programming the submasters or presets, as S calls it. So we're going to start with the master playback, and I'm just going to show you how to record to the master playback. So we're going to start off by building a state. I'm going to bring my wash fixtures up, make sure they're selected. And I'm going to put them in a colour. I'm going to put them in a light blue. There we go, cool. And I'm going to put them in a position. I'm going to put them in the forward position, like that. Okay, that's going to be my first state. Right, we've got a state that we like. We're going to press record. The desk is then going to ask us where do we want to record this state. So at the moment we've got the 3 movers up in the forward position, just so you know. And we're going to record it to the master player by pressing that button. That will then record the first cue, and we can go to the master playback window by pressing the view button, and it will take us there. And you can see it's yellow. Now the colouring of the master playback window, and on most Xerox desks that run on Xerox or 088 desks, is that the yellow is the cue that is about to come in. So if I double press clear, that will kill everything, like that. And if I bring up the master playback to start it, that will turn green. So this is to show, the green is to show that this cue is active, and the yellow is that cue is about to be active, and it's not active yet. So we're going to go back to that cue there, and we're going to build another state. So I'm going to go back to playback, to bring the wash back in, select them. We're going to also add in the 2 spot movers now, and these spot movers, I want to put them in a red, all of them, make sure the 2 spot movers are up. And position, we're going to put them in a cross position. And the centre wash fixture I actually want in blue as well, so it's a red and blue mix. That looks quite cool. Okay, and we're going to record that to the master playback again. So we're going to press record again. It's going to ask us where do we want to record it. Master playback, done. That's our second state. We're going to do 4 states. So that's the second one. Our third one is going to be, so right now we've got a blue in the centre and 2 reds. We're going to go 2 blues and 1 red in the centre. So we're going to turn the middle one to red, and the rest of these 4 into blue. There we go. So we're going to press record again, master playback. That's our third state. So our last state is we're going to turn them all to white, and they're all going to go to the position of blinder, which should bring them all out. There we go. So we like that. We're going to press record, master playback. That's done the 4th cue. So we're going to double press clear. Just clear out everything. We're going to go press view, and that'll take us to our screen. You can see we've got the 4 cues in there. The master playback, when you bring this down, resets the whole cue list. So just to be aware of that, if you're running a show or something like that and you suddenly bring it down halfway through the show, it's going to bring you straight back up to the first cue you made. So that is a pain, but at the same time, it's just the way it is. It's good to be aware of what's actually happening. So you can see the green is the one that's active. Yellow is one that's about to be active. I press this. The yellow then turns to green. And we've got an automatic 3-second fade to that position, or to that cue. And we press it again. And another automatic 3-second fade to the next cue. Press again, go to the 4th cue. This is our white cue. It goes right out there. I'm just going to show you what the lights are doing up here. So this is our last cue. This is cue number 4. We're going to bring the fader down. This takes it back to to Q1, and this is Q1. And as you can see, we've got a 3-second fade going to there. And press go, and that brings us to our next cue. We're going to hit go again, and that brings us to the next cue. Again, we've got a 3-second fade automatically on there. And then our last cue, which is Q4, and that is a white blinder. There we go. And then pressing the go button again takes us straight back to cue number 1 again, which is the blue. And then we can bring it all out, and then they reset to their home position. So you can now see how the master playback works. I'm recording to the master playback and running through cues on there, and we can now move over to program some presets. So presets, or submasters on most sets you would call them, basically allow you to have a single state always at your fingertips, to be able to go to that single state, and that's it. It's a good way if you're busking a show or something like that. You've always got a safety state to go to, and then you can build on that, and that's fine. But also, if you have 6 states, you can just mix between them, or making cue lists for a bigger show. You could have front wash, side wash, and you mix them together, and then you record your cues. That's ways that I use it, at least. So to record into the presets, exactly the same to the master playback. So you build a state. Let's bring the washes up, select them. I'm going to put them in a green. Okay, and that's all I want for the first one. For this state, I want them in position as well. Position, I'm going to put them in the cross position. Right, this is a state that I want to keep and I want to come back to. Right, I'm going to hit record. It's going to ask us where do we want to record. We can either record to the master playback like we did before, but we're not doing that. We're recording to a preset, or playback. Sorry, I'm pronouncing that wrong. These are called playbacks on the desk. Playback or submaster. I want to record to this one here, so I'll just press that. I'll press clear. That resets it to where it is. Presets down. Now you can see it's recorded itself to here, and if I bring that up, it does have an automatic 3-second fade, and we're in that position now. So we've got the green in the front position. When we bring that down, it brings that out. Exactly the same as the master playback, but it's just on a fader, that one look. Now, other things you can do with the playbacks, or submasters, whatever you want to call them, is you can have a single look, fine. You could also have a cue stack going on inside a playback. So if you had maybe a concert going on or something like that, and you had 6 songs, you could have a cue stack for one song, another cue stack for this song, you know what I mean, and so on. So we bring that down. So we're going to make this playback into a cue stack, essentially. So we're going to go and find what other we like. So we're going to bring up the spots, actually, and put them all in orange. And position, we're going to move the position to an extreme cross, because why not? Right, that's the next state that I want to go to after my green state. I want them all on in an orange and then a cross. Press record, and we're going to record it to the same preset. And I'm just going to zoom in on there. So you can see on the screen that it's asking you, there is already a cue recorded onto playback 19. What would you like to do? You can either overwrite it, so you can take away the green one, and the new playback and the new scene that's in there is our new look that we've made. Merge, so basically you just build on the last one, on the last preset that you had, and then you merge them together. Create Q2, which is what we're going to do, so it will create a cue stack, and then create chases on there as well, so you can also have chases on these. So this desk doesn't have a effects processor built in, but you can create chases, so it will step through cues automatically by bringing the fader up, and obviously there's a cancel if you didn't mean to do any of that. So we're going to create Q2. That's then created Q2. Right, so now we've recorded a second cue to this playback. We're going to record a third one just because we can. So we're going to select all our channels. I want to leave the spots where they are, but I want to change the 3 washes, and I want to put them in a forward position. And with a colour, I'm going to put it in rose. So that's what I want. I'm going to select them again and press record, and we're going to record it there again. And it already knows we're creating a cue stack, so it hasn't asked us again, and it will be on there. So if we double press clear and clear that, bring that down. We can see now if we bring up the first one on playback, it will go to our first cue, and if we press the button, it will go to the next cue. Press it again, and it will go to the next cue. Just that, back to the green cue. Again, brings the orange in on the spots. And this is just like the master playback, it will keep cycling through each one. So I'm just going to take you up and show you that. So you can see if I bring that down, bring it up, it brings up the first cue. Press and go, brings you to the second cue, with the spots adding in, and then pressing again, brings it down, and pressing again obviously will then take us back to the green key, and in which case we can bring the fader down and it stops that. So now we've shown recording a playback with a cue stack. I now want to show you if I stop that from going, yeah. I now want to show you how to record a chase to a playback. So I want to just start off with, I just want to use the spots for this, and I want them to have a position where they go from the bottom, up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down. In red, it's just going to be one colour. Bring them, make sure they're on, there we go. And I want their first position to be the down position. I want them in red, there we go. And that's going to be our first position. Record, I'm going to record it there. Cool, and we want to then go up. So position, forward, that brings them both up. And then go record, there. And it will ask us the same screen as it did with this one, but we want to create a chase this time. So that's the second point that the desk will go to in the chase. We then want to have them go out from each other, so we're going to do out and record there. And then we'll have them to come in again, so we're going to go forward, record there, and then we'll have to go down again, like that. But we've already recorded it, and it will go straight through to it, so we're not going to record that in. So we're going to double press clear, bring them out, and this means that we can bring them up. Oh, if I'm in playbacks, make sure you click this to make sure you're in playbacks, and then it shows you what playbacks you've recorded. You've got the wash ones there, the green ones there, and then the one that I've just recorded, which should be working, which I'm going to tilt you up for. So you can see now they're going in, out, like we said they wanted to. So this is the chase running on the desk. So that's on that playback, and then just bringing the fader down stops that and puts them back in the home position. Okay, so that's the video of using the Flex S for programming master playback and playbacks for cues and chases. In the next one, we'll go through into the settings of, the cues. If we go to the cue stack, if pressing view takes you to the cue stack, by the way, going to the cue stack, you've got the settings on the screen. I'm going to go into that in the next video, and also the settings for playbacks up here and the chases. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.